GSL.
Someone once said your overconfidence is your weakness. I think that's one way to describe Hush in that last game against Flash. But the losing streak, the curse is over. Flash is in Code S. Not only in Code S, but he won his group. Now it's time for Tails versus Simple. One of these two players will be eliminated. Honestly, I kind of favor Simple here.
Yeah, me too, actually. The way Tails played in that PvP was kind of... He just seemed a little bit off. He had prepared builds, but they just didn't seem to work out. And he almost came back in that second game against Hush, but made a few critical mistakes. Simple, I feel like, played a lot more solidly against Flash.
Yep. Well, here we go. Game number one, starting things off here with a bang on Overgrowth. This is the GSL Code A losers match for Group F.
Down here in the bottom right, 7 o'clock, the blue Protoss.
MVP Tails.
Bottom left.
Bottom left.
The top right in the red.
Symbol.
So he's just going to have to say the right thing, Brendan.
Yeah.
Was Symbol on the left before? Now he's on the right. I could have sworn he was on the left side of the booth. Now he's on the right. Weird.
They switch up the camera shots sometimes. I don't know why. Different angles.
Yeah, I suppose that's probably.
Have you ever heard the thing where one side of your face looks better than the other?
Yeah, like get my good side.
Yeah, but it's actually true, I think.
No, it is true.
Yeah. For such a long time, I thought it was just like a fake thing. Like,
wait, hold on. Turn around.
Side,
I want to see which side
like,
is your good side. Turn around again. I think I'm looking at your good side right now.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. I think this is my good side as well.
What's my good side? I don't know.
Show me your. Where are you going? Go back the other way. I think this side is your good side, actually.
Yeah, that's why we sit like this. We both know our good side subconsciously.
You guys didn't get to see that, but we were actually inspecting our good sides.
We're both facing each other's good sides. Let's never switch seats because then we'll both look at each other's bad sides. Oh my God, that's what we do at Pro League. We should switch seats.
Oh no.
Okay, this is actually really gonna happen.
Yeah. And Symbol's like, whatever. I'll just take third base.
He doesn't drone scout, but he pulls 3 drones down because he doesn't want cannons to actually happen anyways. This isn't a weird place to make your pylon for a cannon rush because it doesn't allow for a wall or anything like that. It's causing 2 drones to miss mining time. Will it cause them to lose about 100 minerals worth of mining time? Probably, if they stick around until the probe is gone.
Yeah. That is true. Seems like they're going back now.
Yeah.
So the 6 Zerglings are going to pop out, and they're going to be able to kill that pylon.
And he makes 6 instead of 4 as well to kill that faster, I suppose. So I'm going to try to block the hatchery a little bit with that probe. Actually, it doesn't, because he knows that he sees the 6 lings. He's like, oh, you don't even have enough money for hatchery for a while anyways. Cannon's up long before these lings arrive. He doesn't even need the second probe to block the hole, because the first probe that already was sent out can just stop on his way back. He's going to get there first, just slightly. Probe's actually pretty fast. All workers are faster than they look. For example, a tip for you guys, if you're ever in a weird base trade scenario or you're playing against a proxy gate in PvP, a probe is much faster than a zealot.
Yeah.
Also faster than a marine. So if you're actually considering whether or not like a zealot, if you have like 5 probes versus zealot or 6 probes versus zealot, and you're thinking like, what if he kites me forever and like he kills one that moves back? Like, probes will always be able to catch it and surround it. But I don't think the 6 probes, that's actually not a good fight versus zealot. Let's say you have 11 probes versus zealot. Take the fight. Chase him down.
Yeah. Lings come back, clean up the pylon.
Yes.
So, no more shenanigans.
Nope. And nobody likes shenanigans.
Isn't that the name of a restaurant or something? Shenanigans?
Probably.
Oh no, it's the name of that bar we went to.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's the bar.
I knew there was something. Yeah.
It was okay. It was alright. And then shenanigans once in a while. It's okay. But
yeah.
constant shenanigans, nah, not good.
Yeah.
So, Looking at this game, we don't have any tech just yet besides the +1 upgrade for Tails. He's usually got a really technical build up his sleeve, and we don't know exactly what he's doing just yet. Could potentially be a timing attack with that +1.
Yeah.
+1's always a scary thing to see as a Zerg. You're like, all right, what's this? You know,
What's this?
what could it be?
What do the cross swords mean?
If you look at those swords, like I guess they're supposed to be the Zealot arms, but one looks like a blade and the other one looks like, I don't know what it is, like a peg leg.
Yeah.
It's like +1 for cutting off pirates' flags.
It's like showing an example, like this is a better sword you can use for cutting off pirate legs.
Or perhaps like the pirate leg was like the weapon they're using before he like nabbed off a pirate he killed, is beating people up with it. It's like, no, take the sword. So that's why the sword's imposed on top of it.
Yeah. I think we figured it out pretty much.
I mean, there's a lot of, you know, questionable icons in StarCraft, but this is not really the worst one. Then we started on the blue flame upgrade being red. That was weird.
Yeah.
They changed that finally, but that was really strange.
I remember those days.
That was like the biggest. There was a huge patch that day when that came out, but that was the most discussed thing. Not so much the balance. So Roach Warren going down. Everything's safe here for the Zerg. Twilight Council goes up with 4 gates, and this will allow for actually a +2 Blink Stalker pressure, if that's what Tails would like to go for.
Yep, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's Tails.
It's crisp, it's clean, it's cool, it's good.
Yeah. Some gates being added as the Overlord is pushed out, so a couple more. And he is still making probes, so he's going to use that third base.
Yeah.
It's kind of a high economy +2 with Blink.
Scouting, checking out the place. Can't see the burrows being researched. That's going to be oftentimes the counter to this type of play if you don't have a robotics. If you're trying to do like the super rush version of this. But with the continued pro production up to now about to be 59, I think we will see robotics go down in a moment to add that observer and have that transition point. Because this is just simply too many probes if you're trying to do it all-in style. This Ling actually also identifies the probe count, which is really important. He's not adding a robo though. That burrow could actually be the saving grace here for Symbol.
Yeah. We've seen that used as defense for faster kinds of Protoss all-ins with Blink before.
Yeah.
You know, because they lack that detection. And
Exactly.
you can just burrow and regen and come back up.
That's exactly what we're going to see here. Even lays a trap.
It's a trap.
This is like such a small number of sentries. Boom. Pops up, targets 2 down, 3 down. Guardian Shield goes up, regen some health. Force Fields are going down, but he can actually kill his pylon as well. And here come a bunch of Speedlings. I don't know if he really wants to commit to this. Looks like he's going to. Warping his Zealots actually right on top of those roaches. Regenerating so fast. And there's the Robo, only after the fact.
Yeah. And 12 more roaches on the way. This push is going to be
It's
totally
over.
held.
Yeah. That hurts a lot. And now the Roach army is so strong they can actually move across the map and do some counter damage.
I don't. Nice blink, or rather burrow micro as well.
Yeah. I really don't think Tails will die to this, but he might sustain some really significant damage. +2 isn't ready yet as well when this fight happens. Burrow goes down here. Wants to wait for the force fields to recede. And here we go. A lot of roaches here, and he's just going to keep pushing his way forward. Once the Zealots are gone, he's going to start tanking that Stalker fire. And you can just keep regenning like this until the Observer's out.
Yeah. Observer will be out pretty soon. Oh, he's making an Immortal first. So.
I think he did. I think Observer did pop first, though.
Ah, okay.
I think it's floating from the third base
Yeah,
now.
I see that little dot.
Little blip.
There it is.
Gonna go ahead and push that down. Those rocks. A lot of Lings behind this. Very aggressive here by Symbol. Symbol's a type of player these days, it seems like, when he gets ahead, he goes all the way. He does not take any half measures.
No half measures.
No half
Only
measures.
full measures. A nice blink forward, though, and he doesn't have burrow movement, so he's just going to have to run away out of that time warp.
+3 coming out here. That very, very blue cutting on the peg leg. And okay, here we go. Blink forward very aggressively. Costs him a Stalker. And he's really pushing it forward with this. He's got an Immortal in the mix as well, but this is a lot of Zerglings. does have a decent amount of force fields to work with. Just the tech of roaches is not something you want to stay on for very long. Oh, if he could force field these really well. Not quite enough. The time warp goes down. This is a lot of Zerglings streaming through here. And the roaches as well. That's the end of that Immortal. And Tails, he's going to have to blink again here, but he's just looking like it's going to be futile because the Lings just keep chasing.
Yes, they do. Seems like he gave up, though. So he will push back for now.
Yeah.
With no Immortal, you know.
He's ready to switch to Mutalist with a ton of gas and go straight into like 16 Mutas here.
It's crazy. He has that 4th base, but he's not even using it. Not even for the gas.
He's expecting this. He also blurps in the Stalkers to kill the Overseer. But just pure Stalker here. He knows Mutalists are the most likely to switch point here. 40 Stalkers right now. And actually do quite well against Roaches in this small number. The limiting factor here, unfortunately for Symbol, is not actually minerals, but in fact gas. I mean, they're not actually gas, but in fact minerals.
Yeah.
So it's going to take him a while to get that big Mutalist count.
Yeah. He will be able to get the minerals back faster, so.
He also just needs to trade some of his units. He's maxed out right now.
That is true.
I think he's waiting for the attack. Observer's following this army. He's about to have +3. Still anybody's game to take. Tails is a really good composition. He's going to blink behind the army, catch a Mutalisk, and start picking off some of these Zerglings. He's actually got 2 really good angles of attack here. He can actually start blinking to control the high ground. There's a lot of Zerglings to join the fight, though, and the Mutalists need to start fighting as well. Looks like they will take out the Mothership Core. Isn't enough on the ground for the Zerg. He's got a lot of support here.
Yeah, the Lings in the front doing the tanking for the Roaches is so, so good, but that +2 is about to finish, and that's going to be huge for Tails in this fight.
Yeah. A +3 done here. He could just continue to push forward, continue to attack. And he made Lings instead of Mutas with those minerals because he knows Mutalists are not going to be as good at fighting. There's such a good position here for Tails' units. It's hard for Lings to actually close the gap. They don't have the upgrades that the Stalkers have. The Stalkers may eventually be pushed back because it's so close. He wants to link them up now.
Yeah, got a group.
And look at that warp in. How many is that even? That's like 7 more Stalkers to join the fight.
And that's +3 done.
+3 versus only +1 armor. No attack upgrades whatsoever for any units for the Zerg.
That's what's doing it, really. It's just so efficient. You have so many Stalkers doing that much damage.
Stalkers already come with a little bit of armor on their own.
Yeah.
It's just really hard to take this fight. He's actually going to go ahead and force his way now all the way to the 3rd base. And with +3 Zealots versus just +1 armor, those Lings don't stand a chance. I really like the choice to warp on a few of these Zealots at the front. He's got so much free supply, so many resources, he just needs to wait for cooldowns on his gateways to make more units. Again, the issue here for Symbol is his gas. You know, he can't spend it. He's not got enough minerals.
Yeah.
All right, Zealots at the front would be doing wonders for these Stalkers here. He's going to blink them back slowly once the Zealots get out there. They're going to do the tanking against the the Zerglings here.
Even Drone's off the line to fight this. He needs to win this fight, but the Blink Stalkers being super efficient. It looks like they're slowly pushing this back, although there is a lot of Zerg.
Yeah, the next warp-in is the problem, though. 9 more Stalkers at the time being warped in here, and they are going to come over, join the fight, and probably will finish it. Symbol dropping in supply like crazy here. Too many +3 Blink Stalkers. Not enough upgrades for Symbol. GG. Symbol, man, I'm worried for him. He keeps getting a small edge, and he is tilting the pinball machine.
He is. It's actually very true. He's trying too hard to end people. He's trying too hard to... He's pushing his advantages too much.
Yeah.
He could get that advantage, you know, go back to his base, play it a bit safe, stay there, get his economy more up so that he doesn't have 2,500 gas in a bank and like 200 minerals or something. He could have easily just like gotten that economy leveled off and then just went for the fight instead of like constantly attacking and maxing out on Lings and Roaches with barely any upgrades.
It just feels desperate. It feels, you know, like a lack of confidence in himself.
Foxtrot Labs is the map.
You don't really see this map picked very often. One of our more popular newer maps, though. Tails looking really confident and happy for the first time today. Symbol stress. He knows basically his career may be on the line in this game. You know? Yeah. How much longer can you as a player for so long be teamless with no funding, no sponsors, no one to train with, no exposure, no way to go to foreign events? How long can you keep it up when you've got family pressures to go to the military, you're getting older? It's really tough. It's really important for him right now. He's up against Tails, the master of builds. Great +3 Blink Stalker timing in the last game. Can Symbol bring it to a game 3?